Let's learn OOP with Wilfred, Prince, and Clarence. Wilfred has a problem. Wilfred has 50 cats. Each cat has a name. Each cat has a color. Each cat makes a sound. Wilfred tries to code them all, but code is long. Code is messy. Code is hard to fix. Wilfred sighs. Prince walks in. Prince laughs. Prince says, Wilfred, what are you doing? Wilfred says, I'm trying to code my cats. Prince says, you're using procedural programming. That's hard, that's long, that's tiring. Let me show you object-oriented programming. Clarence tilts his head. Clarence asks, object-oriented, what's that? In procedural programming, Wilfred writes everything line by line. If Wilfred wants to add a new cat, more typing. If he wants to change the sound or color, he must edit every single line. If he wants to add another characteristic, even more typing. It's tiring. It's slow. It's not smart. Prince enters, smiling. Prince says, instead, I use OOP. I make a class. Imagine this class as a blueprint. Using this blueprint, I can have many cats. Clarence tilts his head. Clarence says, so one blueprint, many cats. Prince says, exactly. Prince types, in OOP, the cat's characteristics like name, color, and sound are called attributes. Their actions, like meowing, are called methods. Clarence says, so instead of rewriting everything, I just reuse the class. Prince says, correct. That's called reusability. With one class, you can make 100 cats without writing messy code again and again. This is one of the key differences of procedural programming and OOP. Procedural programming focuses on steps, like following a recipe line by line. OOP focuses on objects, like reusing molds to create many identical or unique items. For example, Wilfred is baking a cat-shaped bread one by hand, while Prince uses molds to make many cat-shaped bread at once. Clarence says, oh, I get it. And if I change the blueprint, all future cats follow the new design. Prince says, exactly. That's called maintainability. You fix or improve one class, and all objects benefit. That's smart, that's fast, that's OOP. Procedural programming works fine for small, simple tasks. But for bigger projects with lots of data and complexity, OOP saves time, reduces errors, and makes code easier to manage. A class is the plan. An object is the real thing. The cat class is the plan. Mooning, Chapeau, Mon Amis are the object. These objects are called instances of the class. Wilfred understands. Clarence understands too. Code is shorter. Code is cleaner. Less time for coding. More time for cats. Prince grins. Prince says, watch this. He creates a lion class. Lion class inherits from cat class. Same features as cat, but lion sounds scary. Lion says roar. Clarence's eyes widen. Clarence asks, so lion is like cat's child. Same family, but stronger. Wilfred says, and bigger too. This is inheritance. One class or the child class takes features from a parent class and adds more attributes to it. Wilfred wants to look inside the cat. Into the stomach, into the bones. Prince stops him. Prince says, no, you don't need to see the inside. You just need to use getter method like for example, eat or meow. Clarence nods quickly. Clarence says, oh, so encapsulation means hiding details and only shows them when you use a getter method. Prince says, correct. This makes code simpler, secure, and safer. Prince shows another trick. He calls speak. The cat says meow. The lion says roar. Clarence claps. Clarence says, same method, different results. That's polymorphism. Prince says, yes, Clarence. Exactly. Wilfred looks at his code. It is short. It is neat. He manages 50 cats without stressing too much. Less time for coding, more time for cats. Clarence smiles. Clarence says, now I see why OOP is powerful. It is reusable, easy to organize, and simple. Prince nods. Wilfred finally smiles. They have learned the lesson. Don't repeat, instead, reuse. That is the power of object-oriented programming.
So Ray J went straight to the radio station the very next day. Hey Fab, I'ma kill you. Lyrics coming at you with supersonic speed.
JJ Fab.